Here's your wrestling news for February 5th, 2021. And your headlines for today include: former WWE superstar comes out as transgender. What led to this major life-changing decision, and more. Why Steve Cutler was fired from WWE. Chris Jericho recalls feeling insulted by WWE for time allotted to pay-per-view match. Edge reveals when he will retire from WWE. Karrion Kross being groomed for fast track to WWE main roster. Why Shaquille O'Neal is not wrestling at AEW Revolution. AEW officially reveals big Falls Count Anywhere match on Dynamite next week. Bianca Belair expresses interest in alliance with Roman Reigns on WWE SmackDown, and more. We've got news from Tyler Rex next, as the former WWE superstar has come out as transgender. Rex left WWE in 2012 to spend more time with her wife and daughter, and her family set up the fitness company and app named Body Spartan. Now going by Gabby, she publicly announced her status as a transgender woman with the full support of her wife Priscilla, and made this reveal ahead of an appearance on the US TV program Extra. A press release notes, Gabby is about to share her thrilling story of gender transitioning from a former WWE superstar, bodybuilder, fitness guru, motivational speaker, and motorcycle racer to a fun-loving and fabulous female. She has finally been set free and ready to rule her world. This is a story that wrestling and other sports fans, friends, and followers must not miss, especially many in the LGBTQ community dealing with challenging transgender issues who Gabby and Priscilla are willing to help. On Instagram, Gabby has been documenting a countdown to her big reveal, and we at SlatRock are happy to see the former WWE superstar to be true to who she is from now on. Speaking to Wrestling Inc., Gabby said that it was her wife who helped her come out publicly, saying, "Priscilla was like, 'Hey babe, I know this is you, but I'm having a really difficult time in the daytime because I still see you dressed up as a woman at night.' Being kind of an extremist, I said, 'Okay, no problem, Gabby's gone, don't worry about it.' And she was like, 'No, that's not what I mean.'" Gabby explained that after these comments, she injected herself with a syringe of testosterone, but her wife was able to explain that she was supporting of her transition. In that same interview with Wrestling Inc., Gabby explained how it felt to transition after so many years, saying, "I feel like I have a prison sentence that just ended and I'm free. It was life and death for me at one point where I didn't want to live another day as a man and I was ready to end everything." It's often difficult for transgender people to come out publicly, and we're pleased that Gabby has the support of her wife and family in this new chapter of her life. Back in the ring, and in a shocking turn of events, Steve Cutler has been fired from WWE. Cutler, who recently appeared as one of the Knights of King Corbin, hasn't been seen in several weeks, and in their statement, WWE didn't specify why he'd been released. Prior to his work with Corbin, Cutler had been part of the Forgotten Sons, but the stable was nixed after controversial comments from Jackson Riker, and it's unclear what'll happen to him and Wesley Blake from now on. In his first statement after being released, Cutler described his firing as shocking to say the least, but is excited for the possibilities in front of him. The former superstar also thanked people for their continued support and referenced the 90 days non-compete clause that he'll have to get through before he can wrestle outside of WWE. Though WWE didn't specify why he was fired, it's being reported that Cutler had heat backstage after testing positive. That's according to Fightful, who noted that Vince McMahon was particularly unhappy with Cutler for testing positive. Cutler was also reportedly offered a part of WWE's recent Big Man class, where they've been helping names like Keith Lee, Otis, and Omos improve in the ring, and said that he was well liked in the Performance Center. Fightful's report also indicated that the door is open concerning a return down the line, and we'll have to see what the future holds for the now former WWE superstar. Now, before being in AEW, Chris Jericho did plenty during his WWE career, including having Lance Storm's retirement match. Meeting at the first ECW One Night Stand show in 2005, the pair opened up the show with a barn burner of a match, though it's one Jericho hasn't seen. When a fan on Twitter encouraged others to watch the Jericho Storm match, saying the pair absolutely killed it, the former AEW champion admitted he's never watched it, saying he was insulted at the amount of time the WWE gave them. After just 7 minutes and 22 seconds, Storm won his last professional match thanks to interference by Justin Credible, but it's the short amount of time the pair were given that hurt Y2J the most on that night. From one former world champion to another as Edge returned to the ring last year, but the 47-year-old knows that this return won't last forever. Edge already had a world championship match destined for WrestleMania 37 and recently named 9 opponents he wants to face, but now he's revealed when he plans on retiring on his own terms. When asked about his plans in a global WWE teleconference, Edge spoke about his career's end, saying, "I don't want to overstay my welcome and I want this run to help. I don't want it to hinder. I don't want it to take away from the business, the industry, from a talent. I want to add." The Hall of Famer added that his wife Beth Phoenix will be honest when she feels he's overstayed his welcome, but stopped short of giving an exact time frame of when that'll be. It wasn't too long ago that fans thought they'd never get to see Edge retire on his own terms, so whilst we don't know when he'll hang up his boots, we know it'll come before he becomes a burden to the younger roster. One young star expected to do big things is Karrion Kross, who became NXT champion mere months after his debut. During Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer discussed Kross's WWE career so far and said that fans should get used to the former champion being on top of the card. He said, "Karrion Kross is being groomed for the main roster. Roderick Strong, who can work rings around Karrion Kross, might never be on the main roster. It's just how it is. They can't wait to get Karrion Kross on the main roster." Meltzer also noted that Kross's separated shoulder slowed things down, but that the former NXT champion is being fast-tracked to the main roster. We'll have to see where Kross and Starlet go from here, but with reports like these, fans could expect to see the pair on Raw or SmackDown by the end of the year. AEW news now, and we previously reported that Shaquille O'Neal will make his in-ring debut on the March 3rd Dynamite, just 4 days before the Revolution pay-per-view on March 7th. There's been questions as to why AEW wouldn't have Shaq at Revolution, and during Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that March 7th is the same day as the NBA All-Star Game, which the basketball legend can't miss. Meltzer also noted that having Shaq on Dynamite should serve as a ratings pop for the show, and we're sure that plenty of people, both wrestling and non-wrestling fans alike, will be wanting to see Shaq and Jade Cargill open up a can of Shaq Fu on Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet. Fans may have to wait until March 3rd to see Shaq in action, but a huge match has been set for next week's Dynamite. After this week's show saw Kenta appear to attack Jon Moxley, it's been confirmed that next week's Dynamite will see Kenta and Kenny Omega face Jon Moxley and Lance Archer in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This will no doubt be a physical match, as Moxley will be looking to get revenge on the man who blindsided him this week. Kenta's attack on Moxley is part of the build towards their IWGP United States title match, which will happen at New Japan's New Beginning USA 2021 event on February 26th. This may not be the last huge crossover match between AEW and New Japan, as the companies have forged a working relationship. That's according to Dave Meltzer, who explained on Wrestling Observer Radio how New Japan needed to forge this relationship, saying, "The only way to get Moxley was to make a deal. When AEW first started, New Japan had no clue how successful they'd be. This isn't the only working relationship AEW has, as they're still working alongside Impact, and we'll just have to see how many matches this new alliance allows now that the door has been opened." Back to WWE next, and although John Cena has said that there's no mathematical way he can make it to WrestleMania 37, Corey Graves isn't buying it. Earlier this week, Cena explained that due to his commitments to shooting the Peacemaker series for HBO Max, he won't be able to make it to Mania due to the ongoing travel restrictions. Speaking on his After the Bell podcast, Corey Graves said he doesn't buy that Cena won't be at WrestleMania in some capacity, and argued that it wasn't too long ago that fans were told Edge couldn't wrestle anymore. Cena is currently in Vancouver, Canada filming the show, and whilst he could do some sort of video segment or promo from the Great White North, Corey Graves is expecting something from the 16-time WWE World Champion. One name rumored to be at WrestleMania is rap star Bad Bunny, who's been hard to miss on WWE in the past week. Bunny performed at the Royal Rumble and appeared on this week's Raw, and is currently making serious money thanks to this relationship with WWE. License Global are reporting that the limited edition collaboration merchandise between Bunny and WWE is currently the best-selling WWE merchandise of 2021. This line includes an 18x24 poster, a youth, women's, and unisex t-shirt, as well as a full zip-up hoodie. WWE are working with the Grammy-winning artist because of his massive reach with a younger demographic, especially in the Latin market. And with rumors of a match at WrestleMania, WWE's relationship with Bad Bunny shows no signs of slowing down. And we're ending with news from Bianca Belair, who will be challenging for a women's title at WrestleMania, and she may not be going in alone. This week, the EST of WWE took part of a fan interview and was asked if she'd be willing to take a seat at the table of Roman Reigns. She replied, saying, "When opportunities are presented to me, I take them and make the best of them. You know, that would be a great opportunity, so I'll take whatever opportunity comes my way." In the past, Paul Heyman has admitted to being a big fan of the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble winner, and time will tell if Belair is a Paul Heyman girl after all.